You might be a very senior leader. After more than 30 years in the business, something goes wrong, at work. Somebody's not happy, or there is a problem with a client, and you have two choices. Either you react, which was what I was doing before meditating, or thanks to the meditation, you recognize this emotion coming up to you, and instead of reacting, you respond. That's very key, because in very tense situation, it can be with a colleague, with an employee, with a client, with a partner. It's really extremely useful to see this emotion coming, be mindful about it.
I was going into a meeting. It was going to be a very tough meeting. It's just going to be almost like a us versus them discussion. So I was a little bit worried, like how would I handle it? I just remembered something which Lawrence had told like she had her own experience where she was going into a meeting. She took 2 minutes away, did a very quick meditation, thought about the next person as one, and the meeting went off well. I said, let me try it. And I tried it. And it went off wonderfully well.
Challenges are always there. It is not that it has fully disappeared. But when you approach to the challenge, you do a lot more with clarity for what this issue is happening. So I've started thinking not to concentrate on the results, instead focus on the root cause of the problem. So I started concentrating more on the cause of that issue. So more than 70-80% of the problems it is at the root cause. And also after doing meditation, see what I was, even if such challenges come, so something you are not able to predict, with greater mind can do it. So I leave it to the greater mind, or the source. So I think it is having a bigger plans. Now this issue is there. I think it will get sorted out by its own. That kind of a clarity is coming.
In last 40 days, my business has gone up by
Dear friends and masters, welcome to day 36 of our 40-day vibe program. So beautifully shared with our master by our masters, by Lawrence, how she mentioned that during her meditation journey, she intuitively learned this concept of moving from react to response. As same was shared by Karthik Shivakumar sir, that in the major conflicting situations and majorly when we are dealing with our work situations, how to deal with situations that are so much conflicting that it'll completely turn into a reaction situation, us versus them, and they choose to do better, to show up better, to show up with response. Because challenges at the end of it are always going to be there, but how do you approach life with clarity? And instead of focusing on the end goal, you actually work with the root cause and leave the rest on the greater mind. And with that, over to you, Shirisha ma'am, to conduct today's session of the day 36.
Thank you so much, Kia. Wonderful start and namaste. Welcome back to all masters joining from across the world. So happy that you're here. I know we are at the last week of the vibe session, so we will get into more detailed topics or get into some more depth of it. And I hope you will enjoy this week's sessions as well. So, like we heard from senior business leaders or senior leaders from in the video, right? They were saying how they learned to respond before react, or how it was a challenging meeting and they managed it very well. And this comes from having a greater emotional quotient or emotional intelligence. While we've understood about this topic in the past as well, I'm sure there was a session on how meditation helps develop EQ. We'll also just get into a little bit of depth today to see how we not just learn this, but start implementing this in our life as well. And how is this happening? What is the science behind it? How come many years before coming to meditation, we had these issues of emotional regulation, or we used to show an outburst of anger, used to just shout at people, or break down in front of somebody. But now suddenly we've started noticing a slight shift in the way we respond. There's a pause. We take to see, is this the right way to react, and then give out the ideal response or manage the situation, manage the conflict, whatever that is, greatly. And that again is a scientific explanation. So let me quickly share my slides. Yeah, so today's topic is understanding about how we're not just learning, but about this emotional regulation or different things that we're learning here. But we also start implementing that in our day-to-day life until it becomes a part of the normal response, or it just becomes a part of us on a whole new level. So one of the friends amongst you was asking a couple of days ago, I believe, there's always challenge. People at home or parents are constantly nagging or complaining, or even though we're trying to communicate something to them, they're just going on and on with the same thing. So that's when that rage builds up inside. But I don't know what to do. Or now I'm somehow managing to, respond better or to calm myself down. But when will I really be in that calm state altogether, right? So the entire game of handling that situation better is a matter of time. And of course, it's moving from that learning to doing to being stage. So we'll all eventually get there with the practice of meditation and a couple of things more that we will learn shortly. So just want to begin quickly with a question. How many of you here know how to drive a car? You can just raise your hand, or anyone wants to unmute and just interact with me for a few seconds. All right, since Vignesh is on camera, Vignesh, you know how to drive a car, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm just curious. Initially, while you were learning, of course, you had to learn accelerator, brake, clutch, and how should we apply all of these at the right moments. But now that you drive, and I believe you're now driving in Bangalore as well, even in traffic or whatever those situations are, do you have to keep thinking on, okay, this is when I'll have to press my brake, or will your body and legs automatically react, and at the right time, brake and accelerator is automatically pressed?
It's totally automatic right now. Don't have to think.
Yes. Thanks, Vignesh. And yes, friends, this is just one example to show if at all we're learning to ride a cycle, car, whatever that is. Initially, we begin with the learning stage, right? We're teaching ourselves what is accelerator, brake, clutch, how do we press each of this, when should it be done, how much speed should I apply, or how much pressure should I apply to reach a certain speed in the car, when should I apply a brake, and to that, which leg should I use, all of that, right? And eventually we will start practicing more and more every day, start driving on the road maybe, and that's when we'll get more control of it. We will realize, okay, there's an obstacle coming in front, maybe there's a dog, maybe there's a cow. Little more in advance we will start training ourselves. Okay, this is where I'll have to start preparing for applying a brake, or there's a hump speed breaker on the road, and then we slowly manage how it is. But then eventually, if you become so pro at it, or you practice enough number of times, you don't have to plan every single day. In fact, the path itself, say you're taking the same road every day from your house to work or school, college, whatever that is. After a certain period of time, your body becomes so accustomed to it that you don't even have to plan, okay, there's a speed breaker. It automatically knows that there's a speed breaker, and you tend to slow down the speed of the vehicle, whatever, before itself. But even otherwise, if there is an unprecedented vehicle approaching or an animal, your body automatically knows to apply brake at the right point of time. Unless you're under stress, or for lack of judgment due to whatever reasons, you're not able to think rightly at that point of time, or something deep from your subconscious kicks in and says, freeze, right? Maybe there's a deeper fear of driving, or maybe there was an accident in the past, and that deep seated fear is there in the subconscious mind. Unless something else kicks in, with number of times that you've practiced already, your body automatically knows how to function at a particular time, how to drive. So that's what is necessary for every other function, especially for emotional regulation as well. We just need to go from learning that to doing, to just going into that state where you're automatically responding the right way that is necessary for a particular situation. So just to look at the science behind this, is our brain, right? You can see on the screen there's this yellow region, prefrontal cortex. So this entire neural networks, or the neurons where they are there, majority of our brain is neocortex. That's where the conscious learning happens, teaching happens, language skills, expressing happens. If you want to dance, then you learn how to do it, which bodies movements have to be there, all of that. And then even complex math problems that you want to solve, all of this is happening in the prefrontal cortex, or largely the neocortex region, and especially things like attention, concentration, focus, emotional regulation, decision making, all of this is this prefrontal cortex region of the brain. And then comes the amygdala, which where from the subconscious it operates. So this prefrontal cortex is the conscious brain. Calculations, decision making, speaking, writing, talking, all of this is happening in the conscious brain, or the prefrontal cortex region. And then there's the subconscious mind, or the amygdala, right? From deep memories, say, whenever we see a particular person, we are triggered, or we know that this person's scary. So every time that person approaches, you automatically leave the place, or you find some excuse, or your body itself develops some excuse where you start feeling that fear, or you feel like you have to go or use the restroom, all of that, right? That's coming from, of course, emotional regulation. Your body is trying to protect you, safeguard you, but it's coming from deep-seated subconscious belief that already is there. So amygdala is the fear center, or the emotional regulation center, that we've already seen as well. So that usually, whenever we are in an emotional situation, or whenever we have a conflict, amygdala takes over, especially when we are stressed. So whatever is there in the subconscious, it automatically starts playing that way, or we start behaving based on the memory that's stored in our subconscious mind. But if there has to be an ideal response, or how we have to respond correctly, that's where our conscious mind should be very, very active. It has to process the situation properly, capable of understanding, okay, what is happening to me? Is this situation right? What should be my next step that protects me, or that is ideal to overcome this situation, or that wants me to take up leadership, ownership, responsibility for that situation and do great. So that's why our conscious mind is also important. And then things like hippocampus, learning, memory, again, deep-seated. So the subconscious is constituting these two, right? The limbic system, hippocampus and amygdala. And there is also the unconscious parts of our brain, some things that are so natural to us that we don't even have to think. Our body just keeps doing it, right? How many of us here consciously breathe unless we're doing something like pranayama? No, right? It's already taken care of. Nobody is going and telling that you have to breathe these many number of times. You have to breathe in like this to take in the oxygen from the air, breathe out to give out carbon dioxide, right? Nobody is giving those instructions. It's automated. So things like that, reproduction, breathing, blood circulation, all of that, nobody gives conscious directions to our brain or the body, but it's happening unconsciously. So that's like, if you're so into it that we don't even have to give instructions anymore, it kicks in automatically and everything is being taken care of. So that's like the being state of it. So again, just to give an example of how this is important in day-to-day life, say you see a manager approaching you, or one teacher you're really scared of in the school or college. Whenever they come, immediately all your senses, right? Conscious mind is absorbing, it's seeing that the person is coming. Maybe that day that manager is even more looking even more stern, or there's no smile on his face or her face, and they're just walking in towards the room that you're there. So, and the brisk walk that's happening, the steps, they're sounding very, very hard. So then the ear senses that and says, okay, someone is shouting, or walking with quick steps. That means this person is in a hurry. He must be angry or something. And then because he's coming so aggressively, there is no smile on the face. The eye is saying, okay, this person is very, very serious today. He's just charging into the room. He must be really serious about something. Then he's also coming fast. He's not having a smile on his face. All of this, right? Then the neocortex is processing this. But it's also, if the conscious mind of the prefrontal cortex is operating properly, it says, okay, let's wait to see what's happening, right? Okay, all of this is happening, but he's just your manager, or it's just this teacher, Let's wait to see what the teacher wants to say or what my manager wants to say. You're trying to stay calm. It's trying to negotiate or argue or reason with you, saying, okay, there is a reason why this is happening. Let's wait. Let's not immediately jump into any conclusion. Don't panic. All of this will happen if your neocortex region of the brain is working great. But suppose you're still frightened and there's this deep-seated fear in you. Okay, whenever this person comes, something goes wrong. Or this teacher comes, they'll ask me a question, I won't know the answer today. I am going to get screwed. Or, this manager, oh, there was a task. I don't know how I've done it, whether it's good or bad. I'm very scared. But the fact that he's approaching so briskly means there's something awaited for all of us. So I should be really, really panic-stricken right now. Okay, so that's when, if some fear like this is there, then the subconscious, the amygdala, fear center, kicks in and says, run. You're going to be in trouble. Just move away from here or freeze. Both flight or fight can happen, right? It's either freeze and say, okay, that person actually comes and asks, are you ready for the presentation today that I had given you? Now, because you're already scared, amygdala has kicked in, subconscious program is in play, so you don't know how to react and you just frozen there. Even though you might have prepared for a presentation, you are frozen. Of course, now here in the sessions, we are learning every day that this is not the right way. Don't make assumptions. Do your best in that moment. You really want to do, but if the enough number of trainings have not happened, if you have already with deeper meditation not overcome your subconscious belief, then it's very, very possible that this amygdala will kick in and then you might freeze, or you might find some excuse and say, wait, I'll just be back, and just go away from there as well, right? So this can happen if you're not meditating, or if you're not there already in that doing or being state. Even if you're in that doing state, great, you will be able to not react, respond, or wait, hold on, pause and wait to see what the manager is saying. Okay, I am ready for the presentation. Let me just wait. Let me take a breath and then present, and then communicate to my boss saying, yes, I am prepared. Although I feel a bit stressed, I am ready for it. Give me some time and I should be doing great. Things like this, you will be able to reason with yourself if you're in that doing stage. And when that's happened enough number of times, or when you've already overcome your subconscious beliefs because of meditation and daily reprogramming, then you're already great. Your conscious mind will reason with you and saying, you're prepared. You don't have to worry. You're ready. Whenever they ask for the presentation, you will do your best, right? No more assumptions, no more judgments, no more fear. And being impeccable with your words for yourself as well. So things like that. So that's why it's important that we don't let the amygdala kick in based on just the subconscious beliefs. So meditation is very, very required for us to have this great link happening between our conscious and subconscious mind, where it reasons, where it emotionally regulates and expresses the correct this emotional response that has to come out from us. So it should be a conscious response. So before meditation, what could be happening is, like the example, if the manager or teacher is approaching, amygdala kicks in without meditation, there is no reaction, there is no chain between the conscious and the subconscious, and then you just panic or behave whatever way. But now, be it with whoever that we are conversing, whatever the conflict is, whatever the complex situation is, if we are regularly meditating and the right learning has happened, the right processes are being taken place, then there is a proper connection between our conscious subconscious mind, and conscious mind, the prefrontal cortex, is processing everything correctly, and then based on what is expected of that situation, it gives a conscious response. So all we have to do is to move from that learning to doing to being stage. And it definitely takes some amount of time and regular, consistent meditation practice as well. So like I said, learning or thinking is happening in the conscious part of the brain. The limbic system is the doing brain or subconscious brain, and the reptilian complex or survival reproduction, where it don't even have to think. It's already in the being state of the unconscious mind. And how does this training happen, right? Everyday processing is happening. So this is where our amazing capacity and the function of human brain is revealed. We might think when somebody asks, can you remember? Oh no, I read yesterday something, but I can't even remember it. My memory is so poor. How much can I even memorize in school, right? I remember saying history dates. Oh God, so many dates. How can I remember so many dates? Little did I know that my brain has this amazing capacity of storing so much information. One neuron, each neuron can store 60 MB of data. That's equivalent to 15 MP3 songs. Now, whatever I liked, I used to sing, right? Even now, old songs that we used to play during Antyakshari, automatically the lyrics come because I've sung it so many times that it's part of my doing or being state. It automatically comes. But this is the, again, subconscious belief. Oh, no, I cannot remember so many days. My memory is limited, all of that. But honestly, because each neural connection can strengthen the learning that we have, each of that has so much memory capacity, it's easier for us to move from learning to doing to being state. And we have to repeat the lessons that many number of times, plus meditation to strengthen the learning. To overcome whatever is already deep-seated in our subconscious mind, we need to reprogram it. So we need meditation, plus to increase our cognitive abilities of learning, speaking, decision-making, all of that we need meditation. But the funda is simple. Repeat it so many number of times that the neural networks in your brain become so strong that the signaling or the chain reaction is so easy that when you're faced with a situation, your brain easily knows how to react. So cells that fire together, wire together. It's like a thick bridge that is built, right? Again, the example here is someone says, imagine an apple. What comes to your mind, right? You imagine a red apple, a bitten apple, or some of you might think of the Apple computers, MacBook, whatever. It's what is being processed many number of times. But to increase the things, if a kid is there in LKG, we say, this is Apple, A-P-P-L-E. It just remembers Apple, maybe it sees a picture. But then if you actually give it an apple to hold it in its hand, it says, this is how an apple feels. The touch, it increases the number of signals, right? The neural network or the thread becomes thicker. Now the child is more able to recognize how an apple looks. Further, you say, okay, eat, bite an apple. Let me know how you feel. The bite, it understands how it tastes, how soft it is, all of that, right? So even more senses, even more neural networks connecting in your brain happening. And then finally, how did you feel? Did you like the taste? When you attach feelings or emotion to it, it even strengthens more. So that's how we can increase the number of neural networks in our brain regarding anything that we are learning. So whatever concepts that we learn here, somebody is telling, you're listening to it, you're seeing about it through a PPT, okay, it's absorbed. Second is experiment it, learn for yourself. That's when many more senses are being engaged. You experience it, you experiment, you realize, okay, is this true? Is this not false? Next time when a manager or the teacher is there in stressful situation, practice the learning. I have to pause. I have to do better. I have to communicate better. Now, based on that, you will always teach again, okay, I'm doing better. This is not how my default response is supposed to be. Then number of neural networks has increased again. Then how did you feel? Okay, now that you overcame that stressful situation, you feel great, confident. So now you have overcome that subconscious belief with your emotions and feelings. So all of these, when engaged together, along with the power of meditation, we can slowly move from learning to going to a being state. So our default networks itself becomes very great. So this is the simple science behind it. So anything that we learn here, let's try practicing that not just through our words but through our actions every single day, and do it so many number of times that it becomes a default nature, right? It's a very challenging thing to do, but again simple because it's only about discipline, being consistent with that practice, learning more wisdom, learning, listening from many more masters, sharing your experience, because that time you're also speaking, more neural networks being connected. So all of that, that's why meditation, swadhyaya, wisdom or reading books, sajjana sangatya, sharing experience, all of this is what? Just strengthening the neural networks. So whenever you are faced with a situation that you don't know how to handle, your brain has already learned it, your body already knows how to respond. So just it automatically kicks in the right response, right? So let's get into our practice today again, friends and masters. We're doing the breath mindfulness meditation. We'll begin with the heart elevation process. So anybody wearing spectacles, remove it and keep it aside. Close your eyes. Relax your body. Okay, just a moment while I play the track. Meanwhile, close your eyes, be with your breath. All we have to do is focus on our breath. Let's begin.
Friends, at this time, I'd like you to express gratitude. Gratitude moves us into coherence in the highest state of receivership. Can you express gratitude to your parents, teachers, mentors, to everyone in your life, your family, friends, colleagues, relatives? Be grateful to this grand nature, the bird, the fish, and the animals. Give thanks to the technology, all the systems, companies, governments, institutes. Gratitude. To yourself and to this intelligent field. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Recollect your experiences from the session, and whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then may open your eyes.
Welcome back, friends and masters. Well, today we had a meditation with mostly music and very little guidance. So I hope it was good as well. Anybody wants to share your experience of how the meditation was or have any questions? We'll use this time for that.
Please open question.
Yes, Radhe ji.
Please open the chat, ma'am. It was disabled to participant.
I'm sorry. I will enable that chat. I believe the chat is open. Can you please check again now? Kia, can you also please type something and see if the chat is open?
Yeah, I can see it disabled. Just trying to see what can be done.
Yes, please. Yes, Shri Pranav. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, thank you for the wonderful session, ma'am. So it was very useful in understanding how the meditation helps in changing our way of responding. So that learning, doing, being thing was very much informative and very useful. So for past 2-3 days, it was like a bit difficult situation at my home, like a lot of arguments were going on, simply because I wanted to attend this meditation program without moving away. Like my parents want me to go where some place like during the same time. I told I cannot. I want to attend the session. For that, arguments broke out, and last 3 days were very difficult. And today also I was supposed to go somewhere, but I resisted and stayed here. But after that, I'm feeling very good only. No regrets for missing that event. Uh, thanks for this wonderful session, ma'am.
Oh, wonderful, Pranamji. And honestly, very, very proud of you that you are consistently choosing yourself because you want to experience that transformation and you're so committed to it. I'm sure the benefits will start reflecting very soon as well. I'm sure you would have already started seeing some benefits as well. And yes, challenges will be there. I hope it's communicated soon. They also start to see your transformation and be more gentle and more understanding of your practice here. And let's put an intent very soon. They will also come on board here and take up to the practice. Um, all of us, maybe, I think collectively we can put an intent on behalf of him as well that all of us here get many more people to, embrace this practice. But really, really proud of you that you come forward, you show up for yourself, and you're meditating and also sharing your experience every day. So thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Yes, Radhiji. And Kia, can you, okay, now I've been made the host. Let me try it once again. I'm sorry for the tech challenges today. All right, you can go ahead and ask your question meanwhile, unless it's just about the chat box.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. I can hear you.
It was a very nice experience. Actually, from the starting of the session, tears are flowing in my eyes throughout the session. It is very blissful. Actually, yesterday also after meditation, I have studied the subject which has fear on the. I have fear on the subject. Whenever I will open, I have fear on the subject. But yesterday after meditation session, I felt that I won't complete again. I will have fear like that. But I don't know. Till 12 o'clock, I have studied that subject only without any fear after meditation session. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for conducting this program.
That's wonderful. Your commitment to studying and also sharing here. And yeah, the other day also, I think I was part of a session, just I had come to meditate and I heard you share this experience, right? Tears are flowing. It's just emotions coming out, and I'm glad you're experiencing that bliss. You're feeling that it's blissful as well. So great. Hold on to the path, stay here. You'll experience many more beautiful things. Thank you. And I believe now the thing is addressed. Anybody wants to put anything on the chat as well, feel free to do that. Just check once more. But yes, okay. While speaking about this topic, I just wanted to reflect on this while it was happening, right? I always thought I'm not a tech person. Coming from the background, also, I did law and everything, right? So always thought, no, tech is not for me. I used to really get scared until I decided it's all a limiting belief. I would take up tech hosting, do volunteering for Buddha CEO. That's when I learned. And today, suddenly, I realized that our host was had dropped off because of tech challenges, and I had to pull out. Had it been the previous me, I would have definitely panicked and not realized what I'm doing, where to find. But I was able to process. Of course, I did take a few more minutes than general, but I was able to stay, hold on, let my conscious mind play its part, figure out from where I had to pull out the tracks and do. So I think this is what meditation can help us with, the right regulation when it's needed the most and not put us in that panic mode. So yes, whatever is happening, I'm very sincere apologies for that, but it's me trying to do multiple things at once. Yes. Anybody else?
In few days, this session will end now, ma'am. We're gonna miss you all.
That's so sweet, but honestly, you won't be missing us because I'm sure by the last day, you will get a list of new programs starting or those that will continue. So you will be connected one or the other way. And there's also Prana program that will be happening. Unless there's no other program, there is continuously Prana program that will be happening every day in the morning from 6 to 7. Or there might be some evening batches also if it's planned. But you will get many, many sessions that you will not miss us. And of course, the WhatsApp groups will be there. Your facilitators will still be available. All of us are also anytime available. You can message us. We're just a message or call away. So, while it seems like it's ending, it's just the start. You will crave for more, you will hop on to more programs, and there are enough number of programs on the platform as well. And on that, Kea, do you want to make announcement in the program?
Just one small announcement. So again, the Quantum Mind program will be starting soon. So we do encourage participants to register for the Quantum Mind program as well. So again, since people are missing our teachers and everything, and plus Quantum Mind program is much deeper, and also it's SVIASA certified, so people can use it for their corporate certifications as well to present mindfulness as a skill and a practice, as a learned practice, and bring more people closer to meditation. So do explore the opportunity of the Quantum Mind program as well. We'll be sharing the details again in the group. So that's the only I have information to share.
Yes, thank you so much, Kia. And there's a special coupon or complimentary code which is available because it's for youngsters. So please feel free to use that and get it at a complimentary this thing. And Kia was also part of that. Do you want to share one or two lines about how the session was? I believe few participants were here to share their experiences last week as well.
For me, I've been on and off with the community for 2 years now. So like Shirisha ma'am mentioned, like there are endless programs for you to participate into. So every other day there's some 40-day program or the Vibe program or the Prana program that's constantly ongoing. But the beauty of Quantum Mind program is that it is more curated, and the way the program is built in a manner, you don't just understand yourself better emotionally, but how do you connect with yourself more deeply scientifically as well. And once you understand yourself better, you automatically understand the world and the situations around you better, the clarity that we talk about. So it is more crisper program with a lot more clarity, with a lot more understanding. So my only bid is that, and in a way, it's a little longer in the sense that we just get 40 minutes of this program with our masters, but there we at least get 2 to 3 hours to personally spend with the masters, do the activities, unravel a lot about ourselves and the masters, and make great friendships there as well. So for me, it's a great experience. I wouldn't mind going back to it every time. So do explore. It's a wonderful opportunity by Buddha CEO for all the participants here.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Kia, for sharing your experience. And she's been a great volunteer in Quantum Mind, other places as well, always trying to give back, right? Yes, Radhiji, you've raised your hand. Any other query?
Ma'am, just I want to thank to the Buddha CEO team because nowadays nobody will do service without money. But Buddha CEO is conducting programs continuously. I want to thank Chandra sir and Buddha CEO team for conducting this program.
Yes, thank you. We are also very grateful that many people like you can benefit. And that's where even I started, right? As a youngster, for us, seeing the selfless service, selfless gift that they're giving all of us is what helped us become better versions of ourselves. And that's why we give it forward as well. So thank you. You're on board. Introduce it to many more people, especially all the free programs. Only if it's certified programs are it's paid. Otherwise, it's all free. So yes, I will definitely convey this. We'll see if we can have them in our sessions as well to listen to all of you. But thank you so much, Radheji. Yes, Jaila.
I'll to attend AMR also, ma'am.
you're attending or you want to attend?
Want to attend, ma'am.
Want to attend. Sure.
AMR, I will see, ma'am.
Great. There, very soon you'll get details about the next AMRs as well. But great. We will see you in Bangalore then.
Yes, ma'am.
Jaivantaji, meanwhile, I saw you raise your hand. Yes.
Hello everyone. Good evening everyone.
Good evening. Please go ahead.
Thank you for this wonderful session, ma'am. I want to share that my parents are very strict and they make me feel like distance, like they are very emotionally distant, and I feel like they are doing partiality with me and my siblings. So it hurts a lot, uh, and now I'm aware of it, that I'm more aware of it, like I'm angry sometimes or I'm emotionally overwhelmed. So after meditation I'm aware of my emotions. Like 2 days back, I got into an argument, and I have lots of questions and I want to ask in this group my questions, but I thought I'm angry now and I have lots of emotions inside me because I'm angry on my parents. So I just didn't raise my questions, but now I feel uh, it's okay, and that's so now I shared.
Thank you. Again, very, very.
I took time.
Not all of us are um, okay to share also, but you came forward, did that. That's just taking first step. And I just want to reassure you, right? This is a safe space. It might be going online. Even then, if there's some part that you would feel like I want to speak in person, don't hesitate. Your facilitators are there for you. Other masters are here. You want to speak to a senior master also, just mention it, and we will always be there in the sessions if you don't feel comfortable. But so glad that you're coming forward, and you're already doing great. You're recognizing what's hurting you, what's been limiting you, or how it makes you feel. And slowly, with more meditation, of course, whatever feelings are there will come out. You will also be able to express better. And again, you will be able to address this. We wish you the best. The intent is always there, that on the path, the right things will happen for us. Yes, you will be there.
Thank
Please
you.
feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions you want to talk to any of us. We are here.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. And yes, on the question, is it only for students? While it's mainly focused for students or young professionals, anybody who wants to transform themselves with deeper activities, not just the wisdom, but then you want to do it through reflective activities, then Quantum Mind is for you. So you can explore that. It's on the app already. The program is listed, so just explore that. One more thing that I just realized was today is full moon, right? So there's 3 hours of meditation happening from 9 to 12 today. It's on YouTube. It will be live. Maybe the link can also be shared on the groups. We'll remind you. So join it, and you can meditate. And those of you who are who wanted to be at AMR but aren't, again, AMR is live on YouTube. Feel free to go watch it. Watch the session, learn from Chandra sir and other masters there. That's happening at Pyramid Valley. So even that's available. While we cannot be physically there, maybe we can join online and participate in the session. I have one small request. So tomorrow's session is also something new. We will learn more about a unique concept, but instead of telling that directly, I have a request for all of you. If you can go back and read about what a seagull is, what do seagulls do? Seagull is a bird, right? Just read upon what seagulls do generally. And if anybody has the time, or if you've already started reading, try reading the book Jonathan Livingston Seagull by Richard Bach. Right? We will start with that for our session tomorrow. So with that, I'd like to end today's session. Thank you so much, Kia. Thank you everybody else for being part of today's session. And we'll see you all again tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you. I want to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 'Cause I'm so grateful. So grateful. Oh, grateful. I'm so grateful. So I want to say thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for